Hello and welcome to another exciting and inspirational edition of the Helping Hand TV show. As you know, the Helping Hand will focus on the abilities of persons with disability. H4P is 10 years old. We are bringing dignity to disability.
H4P, here for perfection. You have made changes to people's lives that you are perhaps not aware of. Every Saturday when I watch this show, I feel more heard. I feel more visible. I feel like somebody is speaking my mind. The show has brought enough evidence that these are awesome people who are doing great things. They are helping their families, institutions, churches, nation.
Remember that disability is not inability. Hello and welcome to another exciting and inspirational edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you are welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel, my proud sponsors. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back and I'll introduce you to my very special guest. Stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, and today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend, others call her the sweet companion, and others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable, and she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the topmost made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners,
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is a very special edition. We are celebrating a very honorable man. His name is Mr. Eric Kwabla Ofori. He's the founder of New Horizon Educational Center for the Blind. He has an incredible story. His life is incredible, and I'm going to let him share his life with us. Mr. Ofori, thank you so much for making time.
Thank you.
It's an honor to have you here in the studios.
So it's my pleasure to be in the presence of the bishop.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have contributed so much to disability issues. We appreciate your work. We congratulate you for what you are doing. And today we want to celebrate you on the Helping Hand TV show.
Oh, wow.
So let's begin from the beginning. You are visually impaired?
Yes.
Are you partially or totally?
Yeah, I'm a person with a severe low vision condition. Wow. I'm not totally blind. Okay. I can see figures, I can see things, especially the things are big. I can see them.
Okay, so let's start with your story. How did it begin?
At the age of 9 years.
Oh, that early?
Yeah. When one night I was going out and I came back and I started feeling itches all over my eyes. So the following day it was still itching.
Okay.
And the third day,
was it painful apart from the itching?
It wasn't painful, but it was really itchy. You know, it was itching me so much.
Okay.
So I have to be
rubbing.
Yeah, rubbing. So within 1 week, the whole eyeball was reddish. Then within 2-3 weeks, something started germinating around the lips of the eye.
Oh.
Yes, it started growing.
Were you in school by then?
Yes, I was in school. I was in primary school, I think class 4, class 5 or something.
Wow.
So within 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, you know, a flesh started growing around the ball, eyeball.
Okay. Was that painful?
It wasn't painful anyway.
Okay.
But I feel the itches all along.
Okay.
So it happened that my parents have to seek for medical attention.
They should be very concerned, I guess.
Oh yeah, I have some lovely, parents. Yeah, but they are no more anyway. Yes, sorry. And first we went to Takrady European Hospital.
Okay.
Where an operation was performed to scrape the flesh who was trying to cover the eyeball.
Still at 9 years old?
At 9 years.
Okay. Okay.
So they did it.
Was it successful?
Yeah, it was successful somehow. That's for that moment.
Okay.
But when we came home, about within 2-3 weeks, the flesh started coming, and it's now coming with force.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it was really, very terrible. So my mother had to think and think and think, even develop heart problems.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's happened that...
Are you the only son?
No, I have other 4 siblings.
Okay.
I'm the firstborn.
Oh, okay.
Yes, of my parents.
Okay.
Yes, and so we have to go to try other, you know, when it's happening like this, someone say, yeah, cuckoo, let's try this. So maybe a funipa or the house and all that. So we're trying all these things. You go to a herbalist, you squeeze some leaves which are so acidic.
But Mr. Ofori, before you continue, you went to the hospital, surgery was performed.
Yes.
Now it's coming back. Why not go back to the hospital?
Yeah, you know, when it happens like this, as I said, they say it's cocoa, so it needs to be treated traditionally so that it stop it from growing again. So they started doing all those treatments. Sometimes you go to a place, they squeeze leaves. And I want to advise that anybody who has sight problem should never squeeze anything acidic on the eye.
Wow.
So it's rather affected the eyeball, my seeing.
Oh, okay.
My seeing was intact, but it was the flesh that was trying to cover the eyeball. So it was closing like this. So if I want to see something, I have to lift the lid up before I can see.
Okay.
Yes, but the sight was there.
Okay.
But because of the chemicals or the leaves that were squeezing and all that, it's rather scratched the cornea, the eyeball. So it affected my seeing. So after 1 year, I dropped out from school because I couldn't see very well.
So the treatment was going on for like a year?
Yes. Trying everything, you know, prayers here and there. My father was a pastor. So the belief that Jesus can heal me, and I know Jesus can heal me, but I know maybe God has a different purpose for all that.
Yeah.
So it went on, and finally, at home, one day I was seated in a house when, in those days, we have the school inspectors.
Okay.
So he came, the school inspector had a teacher girlfriend in our house. So he came to visit
the girlfriend.
Yeah, the girlfriend. And then he saw me seated. He said, hey boy, you need to go to school. Before he realized my eyes was different, he said, oh, what is happening? So is your headmaster not aware of this? And so he's aware. Because of that, when I go to class, I don't enjoy the class because I can't see very well on the board. And sometimes I have to imagine. And this is what is happening to a lot of children with low vision conditions. You know, we have psychological problems because here you are not blind and you are not fully sighted. So in between, you are like a bat. Yeah, so sometimes you have to imagine things and the teacher will be caning you, 1 + 1, 2 + 2, and later I have to drop out.
So as at that time, even when you lift the eyelid, you can't see well?
Yes, it was getting worse. So the school inspector asked my headmaster to proceed immediately to the house. So he came and said, so you have this boy and don't refer the child to the hospital? So quickly you have to write a letter to a European hospital again for further operation.
This is interesting. I'm looking at the effect of tradition, effect of superstition and all that, because a lot could have been done to save the eye, right? You were talking about going back to the European hospital. Did it mean that something positive was going to come out of it. What happened there?
Yeah, we're trusting God for that because when we went, we met a new Pakistani doctor, Dr. Ghosh. I will never forget in my life. Immediately he saw me, he started blaming my mother.
Oh, why?
Yes, because why should she allow this to deteriorate to this level?
It has been 1 year.
Yes. So now the whole thing is closed. So
where was your dad by then?
Oh, my dad was around. He was a postmaster by then.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a postmaster. So he was giving the money. And my mother would take me to the hospital. Yeah, I know, fathers, that's the role they play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the operation was done again. This time I have to be in the hospital for almost 4 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to operate the severely affected eye.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to. So what they have to do is they try to separate the ball from the flesh.
Okay.
And then they use something like a plastic something to put on the eyeball to prevent it from coming in contact with the flesh.
Okay.
For almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
So I have to lie at my back for almost 3 weeks. I've been fed, I've been bathed and everything on the bed.
My
yeah. So after that, they started removing the stitches.
So by that time you were like 10 years old?
Yes, I was moving up to 10 to 12.
I'm wondering, a child between 10 and 12 lying on your back for 3 weeks, how did you manage it? Because children are troublesome.
Really, it was a hell, you know. But because, you know, I want the cure.
Exactly.
So I have to obey.
Did you understand what was happening at that age?
I felt very, very bad. I used to cry a lot because here I am. My friends were in school and here I am in the hospital. And I cannot see. So what is my future? What am I going to do? So I cry a lot.
What was the effect of this whole thing on your mother?
You know, I'm the firstborn.
Yeah. Yeah.
They believe in Christ to save this situation.
Yeah.
And it's like this. So she was really worried. Yeah, she was worried. Mother was really, Annie was really, really worried. And it came to a time she developed a heart problem. That we have to take her to the hospital and all that. But all the same, by the grace of God, at least I was able to retrieve at least 30% of my seeing.
Wow. Wow. So the operation was a bit successful, right?
Yes, it was a bit successful. And that's us. So my advice to people is, please, when you have a child with such condition, send the child to the hospital. Yes. Though you can't have your sight fully recovered, but at least a certain degree can be recovered for you.
Okay.
So you can use it to, you know, move about with it.
So what would you say to those who are bent on traditional sources of medication, going to the herbalists and all that? What would you say about that?
Oh, what I would tell them is, please, they should, you know, slow down.
Okay.
Yeah, and then rather look to other medical interventions like going to the specialist because they are trained to take care of the eyes. You know, some also believe that some of the herbs can cure.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, that's it. That some of the things they work. If they don't work, they won't have gone to the herbalist. Yes. But with the eye, please, it's very, very important because it's delicate. You know, anything can affect your eye and your life will be different. So I will advise them to ensure that they go to the hospital.
Wonderful.
For better attention.
Well, let's go for 60-second success. When we come back, we'll talk to Mr. Ofori, how he managed throughout. Let's go for 60-second success. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Focus. True grit. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the prize. No stopping, because winning is not an option. It's 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of taking risks, calculated risks. Life is a journey, my friend, a journey that is full of risks. And you have to decide to take calculated risks because it is those who have the audacity to face their fears and take risks who become successful. Life is not always smooth. Life oftentimes is a curved path of turbulence and it demands a lot of diligence so that it can lead to a life of success. Successful people know that in the journey of life, there are times of rain and there are times of sunshine. It is ordinary people who rest because of the rains, but successful people work and they take risks because of the rains. Great success only comes to those who are bold enough to take great calculated risks. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. We are still celebrating a very special man, Mr. Eric Kobla Ofori. He's the founder of New Horizon Educational Center for the Blind. Say again, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So now you have recovered about 30% of your sight. How was education for you?
Education was really challenging because with 30%, you can still see very, very well. So I thank my mother so much. At home, when I was not fully recovered, my mother would read to me.
Oh.
Yeah, you do. Especially we started with the Bible.
Wow.
So you read to me, and then as I was recovering gradually, and with the closeness to the textbook, if it's very close, then so I use the remaining sight to be reading. Yeah, that's where I developed the skill in reading. Yeah, with the Bible, and then I was somebody who's very inquisitive. Yeah, I like to learn. So whenever you see me, I'm with people who are, I mean, well educated.
Wow.
Yeah, and my father and mother, they speak English in the house.
Oh, okay.
So I picked that.
Yeah.
And from there, I started, reading. So everything I get hold on, I'll read.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to formal school up to Form 4.
Did they understand your condition?
Yeah, at that time, they were not really in grips with disability.
That would be very difficult.
So they treat me as normal. And sometimes I'll be placed at the center somewhere. And at that time, I don't have that confidence to say that, look, I can't see very well, so bring me forward or something. So it was one day when a practicing teacher came around and supported me as I was, trying to write and trying to read. I'll come close to the board, come and do it, and then go back and all that. Then he said, look, where do you think when you sit will be, okay for you?
Wow.
So I told, okay, if I can see very close to the blackboard, I think it will help. So immediately moved my desk to the front. So when you enter the class, I'm the first person you see even before you see the teacher. So from there, I realized I had access.
Okay.
And with that, those days, when they are calling the exam, number one, first, second, third. I remember those days. So usually I'm the second to last. But with this,
and it's because of the condition.
It's not because I'm not clever, but because of my condition, I have to, just cope with it.
And isn't it strange that the other teachers didn't realize it?
Yeah, they know, but they don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of teachers have this problem. Yeah, you see, the training that they have, they are trained. Okay, this blindness, but they are not trained how to give the necessary accommodation to somebody with a disability, and that's what is happening. But right now, I think knowledge has increased. Yeah, there's a lot of awareness going on, and I think the schools, they are trying to do their best to ensure that they give the reasonable accommodation. Yes. So it happened that I was excelling. I was fourth at that time. I became the fourth person and all that.
Wow.
And then we move on to that level.
Let's talk about your foundation. Maybe before then, you were introduced to the GBU at a point.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. After this schooling, I went to a rehabilitation center.
Okay.
To go and learn basketry and all that.
Okay.
And my father took me there because he thought maybe my challenge in going to the mainstream is quite unbearable for him. So I have to go to the rehab center to learn some basketry. Something that I'm not really enthused about, but yeah. It was also an opportunity for me to have a job with the Ghana Education Service, because at that time they employ craft instructors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that gave me that opportunity to go into the Ghana Education Service to have some employment as an instructor. Yeah. So, as you said, I was trying to see what can I do with my life. Then one day, at the rehabilitation center, a group of persons with blindness, in those they are known as Ghana Association of the Blind, were having their general meeting. So we're invited. So when I went, well, I saw this nice guys. You know, they are blind, but the guys are comfortable with life. You know, and their teachers, well dressed. You know, their sports. And the one person that really impressed me was the late George Kotoku. The way he rattled the brofono. Oh, now I said, so what am I doing with myself? I've seen those guys doing so well. No, I have to do something. I shouldn't see myself an outcast. No, I have to do something. No, if those people are able to achieve this and they are happy with themselves, then what is it? So from there, I started joining the organization. I became very active in it, sincerely. And that's in the voter relief hall. Then from there, I moved it to become the regional secretary of the organization. And through that, we're able to do small things, you know, at that time. And you know, one thing about GB, I'm very grateful to my senior man, Mr. E.T. Playa. Those days, GB was really blooming. You know, Scanoba, you know, Danish were pushing money. And this organization developed programs were going on. A lot of workshops, capacity building, leadership and all that. And that really pushed me up. And finally, to fundraising. And that was the blow. Somebody was sent to go and learn about fundraising. When the person went, he just came by and said, you can go again. And I said, okay, then I'll go. That was Christopher Friend. And it was so exciting. And then there I realized that I have some flair for fundraising. I learned from him. He taught us that, you know, build on the little successes that you do. The little success that you chalk, please build on it. Don't be discouraged. You can write 1,000 letters. If one is successful, it's a success. Because he were to be there without making an effort, you can't get even that one. And that was an inspiration. Since then, I started reading about, became so active. I wrote proposals. My first time of writing a proposal was Abilis Foundation. For our women, you know, women with disability, especially the blind and low vision. So we did this skills development program for them, whereby we give them support, like a revolving fund. So when you get the money, you work with it, and then every month you pay back. And that was around 2007 or something. So we did it for 50 people. But at the end of the day, Scanner and Sam baby. When he asked, where's the money? I made a farm and I made a farm and then the rain didn't come. So some people had the money and went and married another woman and all that. You see, these are some of the things. So sometimes when you come in with interventions, you know, people sometimes disappoint you. But all the same, it help. I still have some people who are doing the work. Some are into pillow production. Others are into oil extraction, making palm oil and all that. It was very exciting. You know, that was my greatest, achievement as a start. Because it wasn't easy to, as a regional organization, to write the proposal to an organization outside the country. When I was writing the proposal, one of my friends, GFD, was, now, Eric, who are you serious? But with determination and commitment, with good friends around, we were able to make it. And we had a very beautiful project. Though, at the end of the day, it's kind of memo, but I felt good that I've done something to support our brothers and sisters with this condition. Amazing. So from there, it gives me more energy to go in for more. So I went to the Netherlands embassy. We also had a similar project for also women. This one will come and ask you what do you want to do. Then you tell me, okay, I want to do oil extraction, or I want to make pillow. So then we ask you, what do you want? What are the materials? We don't want to give them the money because of my first experience. So what I do is I'll ask you, you list everything that will come and buy for you. So we bought all the things for them, and then we have a big occasion where we distributed to them.
Wow.
And then we did the follow-up, and then we give them some small working capital to start with it.
Okay.
And I think it was quite beautiful. Yeah, that one worked.
Okay.
Yes, I think it did well. Some of them are still practicing producing pillow as at now. Others are doing their small table trading.
Wow.
Something.
Wow.
So I think with the right support and then learning from your mistakes and then reorganizing and strategizing, you can succeed.
Wow. I'm going to cross over to Elorm for a spot of music. When we come back, we'll talk about the New Horizon Educational Center for the Blind. Mr. Ofori is the founder. So let's cross over for a spot of music. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Is the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. It's a special edition. We are celebrating a very special man, Mr. Eric Ofori. He's a founder of New Horizon Educational Center for the Blind. So we want to talk some more about that. Say, you have gone through very challenging times, and you have helped people, and you went forward to help more people. Let's talk about New Horizon.
Okay, thank you so much for this great opportunity. Yeah, it's happened that though I was a teacher.
So where are you situated? New Horizon Educational
We
Center?
are based in Ho.
Ho, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
The city of the Water region.
Okay.
That's where we are based.
Okay.
And we do everything from that level to other communities.
Okay.
Yeah, so when before I started the New Horizon Foundation of the Blind. Actually, it's the New Horizon Foundation of the Blind.
Okay.
But the project that we are doing is the New Horizon EP Education Center for the Blind.
Okay.
A center that we prepare children with visual impairment so that they can participate within the mainstream. We believe in inclusiveness. So before that, I want to really appreciate Dr. Obia Samoa.
Yeah.
And Lisbeth, I'm mentioning your name. Yes, Lizzie, they were the people who really pushed me.
Wow.
They gave me that support.
Wow.
They saw what I was doing, and they asked me, Eric, do you like to go for some training somewhere? I said, oh, surely, no problem. Anything that can help me to render more services to our brothers and sisters, I will do that. So it happened that in 2008, there was an application from India.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from the International Institute for Social Entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yeah, so it happened that I was, admitted.
Okay.
And I became a student over there. And I developed my computer skills. But even before that, Dr. Abin gave me a scholarship to go to the computer center at GBU.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
where I did for 6 weeks.
Accra Rehab.
Yeah, Accra Rehab.
Okay.
I did that. I had that, and then based upon that, I was able to go to, because before you go there, you have to have those skills, because we did everything with a computer, and even braille wasn't commonly used. We use everything on technology. I learned about other applications as well.
Wow.
Yes, and it was very fantastic.
We thank God for people like Dr. Bing, right?
Oh, Dr. Abid, yes, me padio.
He's a very good friend of mine too.
Oh, you're really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yes, and so at that place, you have to state a project that you want to undertake.
Okay.
So looking around, look at my situation and my condition, and then one thing that kicked me was when I was in Ho. Okay. I developed some passion for children, especially with visual impairment, because I personally went through that ordeal, and I said, no, I have to do something about this. Yeah. So I had one girl called Aquele. Okay. They were twins, and she is totally blind. She doesn't have even an eyeball in the socket whereby you can say that you had eyes. That's why you cannot see or whatever. Wow. There's nothing there. Wow. And she was at home. She was born like that? Born like that. They were twins. While the sister was in school, Aquila was in the house. When I saw her, I was so bad touched. I said, no, I have to do something. So because of Aquila, I said, no, I'll do a preparatory center where those children will be brought, given the requisite skills so that they can participate within the mainstream school system. I believe in inclusiveness, and that's what I do, ensuring that children with set conditions have the skills. What are the skills? How to read and write, braille, and other alternatives. So it happened that that was my dream when I was in the institute in India. So you have to take something like that. So I did that. I took preparatory center or whatever center it is as my project. So when I came down, I started, doing something about it. When you are taking a move, God placed people in some places for you who can help you to achieve your dream. I have a wonderful friend. This one I will mention his name. Lovelace Mensah. He's the executive director of the EP Disaster and Relief Agency in Ho with the EP Church. He graciously offered his office as our meeting place. Oh, I see. And he really encouraged me. Eric, I like your dream. Let's do it. We started training identified children. I started with almost 80 children. Oh, okay. We have self-advocacy group, that's what I call them. Okay. Of sometimes 12, 15 and all that. And we train them first to understand that their disability is not a limitation. Exactly. 2, they must understand that there's a law, there's a convention that promotes the rights of children and young people with disability. Okay. And that education is not just a privilege. It's not something more education. No, but it's your right to have access to education on equal basis with others. So we train them on how they can speak when you're in a class and teacher is teaching. How you can be assertive to tell the teacher, please, can you spell what you wrote right now on the board for me? Or can you ask somebody to read for me? All those things. Not to be aggressive. That hey. Now, teacher, no, we train them to be assertive. Assertive means when you are talking to the person, you respect the person before you come out with your issue. And the person will understand you. Some of our colleagues, though we know you have challenges, but sometimes the way they go about it is too aggressive. It makes it doesn't make the picture seems so good. But when you are assertive, that you respect the person, that you speak out, what exactly is your problem? That you help the person to solve it.
Exactly.
Sometimes when we say our problems, we don't rather help the person to solve, because he is not in your shoe. He doesn't know what is pinching you. So you must explain and help him to help you to solve the problem. So that's what we do with the children. We train them. Some of our kids, we gather them and then give the training. Some of them are in the colleges. Some of you have come out from school. They are teachers working. So as we're working, sometimes we go to a community, you see a child. We try to bring Braille to the doorstep of the child. But in doing that, we realize that we don't have the sikano to buy fuel and power our motorbikes and be going all over the place. And another disadvantage is when you go and you train the child on how to use the universal braille kits, how to read and write braille. Because there are many, before you come back to the person and ask you, oh, what did you learn last? He's forgotten. So we realize that no, this will not help us. So what you have to do is you have to think about having a preparatory center, a center where we train them, have the skills.
So they come there.
They come there. We go. We have a program called Operation Search and Rescue. Because if you don't go to them, their parents will take them to the prayer camps. What I experienced. They will take them for healing. They will think there's no way for them. And in fact, you meet some of them, they are just in the house. I met a family where the mother is totally blind, but the father is a stammerer. He weaves this kente cloth or does all jobs. But the woman has 3 children, all of them are with blindness. So you can imagine such a family.
And the woman is blind herself?
Yes, blind herself. And having 3 children who are having the same condition. So 2 of them are now in my facility, supporting them.
Any age bracket?
We start from 5, 6 up to 22. I have the oldest guy is 22 years at the facility there. Yes. So we pick them and then we start training them. We had a very wonderful friend at the German embassy. You know, I used to write proposals to seek for, because I love computing. Because computer made me to do what I'm doing now. So I wanted to bring computing or accessible computing to the doorsteps of my young brothers and sisters.
Instead of the Braille? Or
no, it's both.
In addition,
yes, because Bishop, please, right now in this world, if you are not computer illiterate, as a person with disability or with visual impairment, you'll be left behind. Because the corporate guy who is coming is looking at you. What can you do for me? If you write Braille for him, he can't read the Braille. But if you have technology, access to accessible computing, you can do a lot of things. You can write your reports. You can do everything with it. So that's the equalizer. So I realized that is, and I think that is my passion now, to ensure that every child with a disability, a child with visual impairment, should have access to digital tools. So that they can have it.
Well, I told you my guest is special. We'll go for H4P Show Time. We'll be right back. And then we'll have the freestyle segment. We'll see what Mr. Fori will do for us for freestyle. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
H4P, celebrating 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. Hooray! It's H4P Show Time.
He that is down. He that is down.
Yes.
There you are. He that is down.
Oh, Abba.
I see. So have you sorted out the problem with the invitation card?
I hope to sort it out today.
Okay. And how about the dinner? Have you settled on which caterer you will contract?
Ketra.
Caterer for the dinner.
Oh, that one. Today. I hope to sort it out today.
Hey, and also today.
Yes.
Hey. But, I see. Okay, so how about the souvenirs for the engagement next week Friday? He that is down. He that is down.
Yes. What is it?
I am asking whether the souvenirs for the engagement are ready. It's just next week.
Souvenirs?
Yes.
Souvenirs. Today. I hope to sort it out today.
Hey, and also today. Hey, as for me, I am really not happy with the way things are going at all.
And how do you mean?
Well, last time I checked, it is 2 people who get married. But in your own case, he that is down, in your own case, it looks as if it's only 1 person getting married.
He that is down. He that is down. Abba. Look, I don't have time for your frivolities. You can obviously see that I'm very busy.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. My dear brother, why are you the one doing everything? Hey, last time I checked, it is the bride-to-be who should be concerned about souvenirs for engagement and all that. So why are you the one doing that? Why?
He that is down. He that is down needs fear no fall. Abba more racing. I am down. Have you finished? Have you finished? Please. See, it's either you help me with the arrangements for my wedding, or you leave me in peace.
And why would I leave you in pieces? Why would I leave you in pieces? My dear brother, last time I checked, you were the one going around looking for a hairdresser and a makeup artist to do the makeup for your so-called bride-to-be.
Purchase copies of the H4P melodrama DVDs today. Contact H4P on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338. All sales are for the promotion of our disability advocacy, so grab your copies now. It's H4P Show Time. It's 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. H4P Ajiko.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for being with me. This is a freestyle segment where I allow my guests to do anything. They can sing, they can dance, they can play an instrument, anything they can do. So let's see the special man we are celebrating today, Mr. Fori. What do you do for me freestyle?
I'm going to make a small piece in Eve.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
It's all about appreciating God for what you have done for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to sing it in Eve.
All right. Please go ahead.
Madakpena mauga lepedo menyonyota nemabuta meseko akpedako maji oh madakpena mauga oh lepedo menyonyota nemebuta meseko akpe hadako maji oh neveveva jodalali ewonusia nonye nemebuta meseko akpe dako maji Veveva Jijo Doli Ewanusiano nye Nemabuta meseko Akpedako maji.
Wow. Thank you so much. My special guest has been Mr. Eric Ofori, the founder of New Horizon Educational Center for the Blind. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you for the good work you are doing, and we pray for more open doors for you Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on this show.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited, Fasty Chapel, my proud sponsors. Thank you so much to all those that contribute to the H4P organization through our mobile money system. Thank you. Special thanks goes to my crew. You make this possible, and I'm so grateful. I'm going to come your way again, same time next week. Until then, remember that disability is not inability. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God bless you.